Hello. So I am Emma from Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts. I'm usually live Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. unless the internet goes off, and then there's a problem. So I was not live Sunday, so I'm sorry about that. But I do have the jelly plate, so we're going to do what we were going to do the other day tonight. Well, I'll have a go at it because I'm not very good at this. Everybody knows, or everybody who's here often knows that I am tidying up, having a clear out, going to have work done, loads of stuff. So the big jelly plate is safe, and so is the big brace. So we're working with tiny little things. So teeny tiny, but I do have some images. We're going to go Alice in Wonderland, and we are going to attempt image transfer. Now, if you are new here, hi, hello, very welcome. If you want to skip forward a couple of minutes while waiting for people to come in, especially if you're watching later on, then that's absolutely perfect. Then you don't have to listen to me waffle. I'm going to do the technology thing, and I shall be right with you. Oh, hang on, I need to reconnect this to the internet because it's stupid. There we are. Oh, there we are. I think. I'm saying there we are, but I think. Yeah, that'll do. So, we're going to do some Alice in Wonderland. The thing I've learned about image transfer is it's not an exact science, and it doesn't always work. You've got to have a good amount of black to white. If you've got too much grey in there, it won't work. So what I've done is I've gotten these off Google. I reversed that and printed them out. Your best bet is to use, some magazines do it. Magazines and things like that, you can get some text and some great pictures out of magazines, but your best bet is to use either laser printer or photocopier, so it's got the toner on. I do believe it does not work with inkjet, but again, try that. Hi Tracy, lovely. So I've got some Alice in Wonderland images on the tiny little gel print. It's obviously not going to cover it all, but we'll see what happens, see if it works. Hi Maureen. So I think we'll just get started. And if you are here later on, do give us a thumbs up because it really does help. And YouTube is just so hard to grow. I'm going to start off with, we'll go brown to start off with. And basically, it's just a practice. It's hit or miss. It's always been hit or miss for me. When it does work, it's great. When it doesn't work, well, it doesn't work. So I have learned as well that less is more when it comes to the paint. So I think I've probably got way too much on here. So I'm going to take some off. And what I've also learned is you always have a bit of paper next to you to take off the excess. So really, this is just an experiment. And I am not here to teach anybody anything because it never works all of the time for me. But there's plenty of jelly plate artists out there that it works for every time. We'll start off with this one with Alice and we'll see how we'll go. So I'm just going to stick her on there and then we'll see. We'll soon find out. So again, we're working with tiny things. We've got the tiny jelly plate, we've got the tiny brayer because I'm packing stuff up and moving stuff around all the time. I've not got a clue whether I'm coming or going. Right. It's worked. Now we need to let it dry. Now, I don't believe it's worked exceptionally well, but it has worked. So that is the thing. The only thing with being live is waiting for things to dry, and this really needs to dry in the middle. But in the meantime, tell me what you've been up to, please. Has everybody had a nice Easter weekend? What did I miss? Did I miss any gossip? I've got a sore foot, if that helps. It's been sore for ages, but now it's annoying. And I didn't get into the doctors today, Maureen. I rang them and they said ring back tomorrow. So it hasn't fell off, so we're going to go with that. We're going to go with a good sign. So I am letting this dry is important. And I think with it being brown, we're going to go light on the background. Have you, Tracy? I love sweet peas. Sweet peas is the birth flower of April, I think. Flower and daisy. Sweet pea and daisy. Right, I'll clean the brayer off because I'm going to put some light colours on. So I think we'll have blue, blue, light blue, and then we're going to go yellow. And this is also what I've learned. I mean, you can add in your texture and all sorts. To be honest, we can try that now as well. So again, less is more when it comes to the paint. The little brayer is fabulous, but it's leaving lines. We'll see how we go. We'll see. It's an experiment, isn't it? Move that over. So yeah, the black and grey of the image is important. I do have a paracetamol thing here, and I thought we could use it to get some interesting texture on. And again, we're going to have to let it dry in between, which I know it's very annoying. There we go. So again, got to let it dry. Excellent. Do you know what it is, Tracy? I've not done that for years. Hi, Julie. Hi, Maxine. Heidi, hi. Oh, when this is drying, I'll show you the necklaces. I did add some to the website, like I was told. Maureen. I did add some, but I will show you what I've got. One has gone and it's all packed up and ready to go. But I have been making these as well. And we'll see. And this is the pink flower one. And it's got the silver on the back. So they are just stainless steel. It's not sterling silver or anything. They're not like £1 million. And then tangled it, put it over my arm. Emma, hang on, bear with. There it is. And then I made this one, which I think is just gorgeous. It's got the crushed glass in. I don't know how well we can see. May as well fill the space when we're waiting for stuff to dry. So I did make these on the video. There is another video up on YouTube, so you can go back and see. A couple of them I made on the live, and a couple of them I think I just made just because. So this one with the red flower in and the glitter behind. I don't know how well you can see it. I think my phone goes dark when I'm in the kitchen. And then, of course, we have this one, which I absolutely love. And I added some flowers to it. And they've all got an extender chain as well. So, and then there's this one, which is very summery. It's yellow and the white behind. And again, just on the silver. It definitely is costume jewellery, or just for every day. But they're just... I'm in love with doing them. So is this dry yet? I was trying to fill the time desperately. You love the blue one. I love the blue one as well. I like the teardrop with the glass in. It's very nice. They're all on the website. I think I put them at some. I just put them for the cost of what they are and the website fees. They're not expensive really. Oh, what's that? That could stay there. Oh, hi Carol. And hi, Natalie. I'm answering your question without even saying hello. How rude. So again, the jelly plate, this is another one where we're kind of waiting for stuff to dry. I have seen people using a hairdryer. Do not use a heat tool on the jelly plate. It will shrivel up and die, basically. But I have seen people using a hairdryer on cool. Should I go and get mine? And try it? Because I'm going to. I will be back. We will have to, if you've got headphones in, you will have to brace yourself for it though. So this hairdryer is definitely not hot. It was like £7, this hairdryer. But if I put it on cool, we should be able to get... Oh, I was going to say brace yourself, but it came on anyway. Oh, Carol, I messaged you back. The hedgehog went with Michael's daughter, Clumpy's daughter. I think there's a video on here of us demolding it. I've got another one, Huron, that's a rainbow one. And I will be making more. Right. So a hairdryer on cool. Oh, does not break your jellyfish. God. New hairdryer, I don't know how to work it. It's dry. It's dry. Is it dry? I think we're going to say it's dry enough. So I'm going to use white to pull it off. Just white acrylic paint. There it is. Hi, Shaz. How are you? It's been 100 years since I've seen you. What have you been doing? Are you okay? Is all the animals okay? Are the kids okay? Tell me, tell me. So I am going to go with the less is more, which again is quite hard for me. I'm very much more is more all the time. And we're going to see if this has worked so we can see it. I am using just a good quality printer paper to lift everything off. It's 120 GSM, this one. So we're ready. Keep everything crossed it's worked, please, because like I say, I'm not the best at the image transfer, and I can only pass on what I've been trying to do for the past like 2 years. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and I'm going to try and leave it on as long as possible. Give it a lucky rub. Hi, Grace. I'm happy that you're here again. Very happy. I'm saying I lost the internet on Sunday. I was going to go live Easter Sunday and do this, but the internet just went off. So just in time, I was all set up. I had the little jelly plate out, my little brayer, and just went off. It's kind of worked. It was supposed to be. It's a very pretty print. It was supposed to be Alice, but I do have more. I am not going to be defeated. We're going to try different colours. You can kind of see her in there, the ghost of Alice. Oh, yes, lemon season. Oh, do you want to hear? Right, it is heartbreaking. I don't know if you want to hear the story. Say now if you don't, because it traumatised me yesterday. I'm going to go in with purple, a dark purple, and we're going to try again with this one. We're all mad here, but I have reversed it so that we can read it. If it works. Oh, little tools and big hands don't work. All right, let's try this. Less is more. And this time I'm just going to try and lift it off with white afterwards. I think so, Shaz. I'm using what everybody else suggests, the super smooth 120 GSM printer paper. The images are toner printed. Sometimes it could be the amount of black to white ratio. It could be the colour that I used. It could just be luck. When it works, it looks fabulous. When it doesn't, well, yeah. That one works. That one, I can see it. Do you know what? We're going to lift it off with white and just see. And we're just going to go with it. And if it doesn't work, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the drawing board and we'll see from there. Oh, does anybody want to hear me heartbreaking story? I don't blame you if you don't. It traumatised me yesterday. It really did. I'm going to pop some white on this and lift it off and see what happens. Because I'm going to bet it's not there. I'm going to try and find a black acrylic paint. Loads of people use black. And I'm wondering if I'm just using the wrong colour. That is fab news. Glossy magazine pages. Yes, that's it. That's what I'm saying. They do work sometimes. But if you want to lift your own pictures or your own images, because it works with the paper kits that I do, but obviously not everybody just wants to work with the black and white images that I've got in the paper kits. That one did not work. Bear with us. I'm going to find a black. I do have one. I was just being lazy, thinking I could use a doll. I do have one in this massive box of acrylic paints. Do you know what it is? Every other colour's coming out bar black. Bar black. Where is it? Do you know what? I wonder if... There it is. Yeah, see the glossy magazine, but even that's hit or miss. The glossy magazines, I've heard that some people get great results from it and other people don't. And like I say, your best bet might be, what is she called? Shaz, you'll know who I'm talking about. She works for Gelli Arts. She is French? No? Birgit, what's she called? Birgit Koopson? Pop it in the chat for us, Shaz. You'll know who I'm talking about. Because I haven't got a clue. So obviously I've got far too much on here. I want to take some off. And I've seen people do it with newspaper as well. So it might be the paint that I'm using. It might be the wrong day of the week to try and do it. Who knows? Anyway, this tail, I was out yesterday and I came across an injured deer. It looked like it'd been bitten by a dog. So anyway, I'd rang the police in the morning and they said they were going to come out. I couldn't stay. I wanted to, but I couldn't stay. So off I went. And then on my way back, like 4 hours later, the police said they couldn't find him. On my way back, he was sat. He'd managed to pull himself behind a tree. So that was like, so I rang the police again. And because they're a protected animal, the police came straight out, blue lights and everything. They were really, really good. I was so annoyed that the first ones, that looks like it's worked. That looks like it's worked. So anyway, seeing this poor deer, it looked like it being bitten by a dog. It turns out that another one that had another call in the morning, somebody else had obviously rang in, and another deer in the area, but a different one, had also been bitten by a dog. So it turns out somebody has been setting the dogs on them, which is heartbreaking in itself. Anyway, this poor deer, I was so close. Honestly, I could, if I'd dared, I could have reached out and touched him. But obviously I didn't dare. I didn't want to frighten him or make him run into the road or anything. When the policeman came, he tried to get a bit closer and he got up and he ran like 4 yards. But obviously he couldn't. He had a bite on his bum. So anyway, they came and they did say that because they protected that they would... I mean, I say heartbreaking. I don't think it was. I think they tranquilised it and took it away to fix. Hopefully, because he only had a bad leg. I mean, he was sat there for like 4 hours before I came back again. I'm going to try, no, I'm not. I'm just going to try white. We'll do white. So anyway, but with this, they're going to have to investigate because they belong to the king. So they're protected. They were doing so well around here. There's so many deer around here. It's lovely. But, I mean, I was absolutely, I rang my dad yesterday morning, like sobbing. Because I just didn't know what to do. The RSPC are useless. There wasn't one number that I could get in touch with them with. Anyway, when we Googled further, we managed to find out that the police have to come out. But yes, I was properly traumatised. It's worked, kind of. We can see him. It's getting better. Do you think the next one's going to be perfect? Do you think it just takes time to warm up? Right, we're going to try again. Has anybody else had this issue? I know, Shaz, you've said that you use the glossy magazine papers. Have you ever tried with glossy photo paper? That's far too much again. It doesn't help that this jelly plate's quite new as well, so it is repelling a little bit. And this time I'm maybe not going to be as stingy with the paint. I might leave a little bit extra on. Not much more though. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm really hoping it's going to be looked into. I was absolutely devastated yesterday morning. And I'm not normally that way I am. I hate seeing anything hurt. I was going to say I'm not normally that emotional, but I am. When it comes to any animal being hurt, or we'll try the white rabbit. Anything. I'm absolutely ridiculous. I hate it. Use the brayer on the back this time. But I'm hoping they did go and get it fixed. I know it was a bank holiday and the vets were maybe busy or weren't available, but I am hoping. Oh. I think I might have had too much paint on this one. They hunt them. No, they can't. They're not allowed. Surely. Yes, glossy paper, photo paper is good. I'll get some glossy photo paper and we will have another go at this. I've got a horrible feeling that one hasn't worked at all. No. I am going to put some white on and pull it off just to be sure. And then I am going to grab. Actually, it's yellow. We're putting yellow on. That is absolutely disgusting, honestly. I did say to the policeman, if I see anybody with a dog hunting deer, can I bite them? And he kind of went, wait, if you want. He must have thought, what's she on about? But, yeah. See, I was not a happy bunny yesterday at all. That's awful. I don't like that at all. I like that, though. It's grungy, but it's got no rabbit on. Right, let me grab one of these and we'll see what happens with it. This one. I'm only going to try the corner and we'll see, because it could be the paint. I'm going to try it with this umber and just see what happens. That's far too much again. This umber is more green than brown. Move that. Let's get. Yeah, I've done extensive research into this, you know. Like, I have watched so many people. I've tried so many different ways. And one day, I'm just going to, time after time after time, I will get it right. Maybe it's just not my thing, this image transfer. Right, so we're going to use this corner and see what happens. And this is the paper kits, my paper kits. So now I've made you all really miserable telling you about the deer. We can all be happy that they did promise us they would fix them. It has left some on. Let's have a look. Clean this off so I can put the white on. We're just going to let that dry a second. They're very, very slow. Well, I'm hoping they'll fix them and let them go free. They've done so well around here for years. I mean, nearly every time the dogs are out, we'll see them. So, I mean, to be honest, I've only ever seen a bushy tail, but I have seen them. Grump sees them all the time because he ventures off into the wilds of Winnie when he's got the girls. He's like, I keep thinking he's going to have to send out that my 3 words so I can find him. Or send help. He's gone for days. The girls love it. Speaking of the girls, aren't they quiet? They're both tired. Christopher's had them out. See, it's worked. It's not spectacular, but it has worked. Maybe it's the paper I've printed on. It's different paper. Because I didn't want to use the paper kit paper. Maybe I need to go back to the drawing board. I haven't got a magazine. I know that much. I don't read them. They're asleep, Jane. Absolutely passed out. I'm going to try it again with this green. I am, just in case it is the paint. And I am going to, there you go. See, I can do a little bit. I like that as well. See, so it works. And I do know that it often depends on the amount of colour that you've got to the amount of, like, black and white. The amount of shadows and things. So I'm just gonna do this one again. And we will see. And if this one doesn't work, I am going to give up. And it will be a short live. And I'm going to go on Amazon. I'm going to buy some glossy photo paper. Cheap glossy photo paper because, you know. No. Nothing. What a fail. So it's working with the kit. I am going to do it again with that. Just to be sure. And I'm going to try a different colour. Let's go in with the purple. Let's just one more try. One more. They can all go away. Actually, I think I printed some off in big. 2 seconds. We're going to have another couple of goes. Everybody keep everything crossed. And I do have some next to us. Right. That's on there. So I did print some off bigger. Obviously thinking I was going to use the big jelly plate. And then I found out that I'd put it away. So I have got these massive ones. And it is on different paper. So I'm just going to stick our face on and see if it works. Yeah. Oh, I haven't got a pound shop. There you go. Burger Coops, and that's it. What was that called now, bless her? I don't even know the woman, and I've changed her name. It's worked. It's worked. Look, it's worked. It's obviously me paper. Look. That's not helpful, is it? Look, it's worked. Right, we'll let this dry. I'll get the hairdryer on low. So it is trial and error and what paper you use. The paper I was using was, I can find out. I have got the package upstairs. So the other paper does not work. It's more, I'll find out. Or it does not work for me. I don't want to say it doesn't work for everybody because it might. Let's see just how well it's worked though. And I will try some of the other bigger ones as well. And I do have more paper next to us. The paper will not go to waste though. It will get used because I can tear it down for collage. It's just, I don't know what colour to use now. White. We'll just stick with white, Emma. Stop being silly. Look at the mess I've got. I was all organised. I had a nice clean space. I thought a nice bit of white paper underneath. Everybody be able to see what I'm doing. So the paper that I printed these ones on was actually the paper kit paper. Which doesn't have a brand, I'm afraid. So, but I will find a paper though that does work. She is amazing. She's very, very good on the jelly plate. She's like utterly fantastic. In fact, I haven't seen what she's been up to for maybe it's about a year, you know. I should probably chat, I need pictures. Please send me pictures of the lambs. Look, it is a bit streaky off the brayer, but it has worked. It definitely has worked. These bits here, I could have wiped off with a baby wipe, but it definitely has worked. Right, let's do another one. And let's do it in... Let's try the black again, actually. And then I'm going to make a conscious effort to get some different papers. I'll get some photo paper, the glossy photo paper, and I'll go through all the printer papers that I've got, because I've got a few of when I was hunting for paper kit papers. It just turns out that the paper that I use for the kits just gets better and better and better. I could make it an Emma's Happy Place branded one, couldn't I? Maybe. But it is not the cheapest though. That is the problem. Let's try this one. This one's got a bit more black to the white. It's repelling that paint. This is the Deco Art Earth one. So it is made from reclaimed paint. So whether that affects it or not, I do not know. I don't know what part of the image I've just stuck down there, but I'm just hoping to try the different black and white ratios. So it hasn't worked. Maybe it's the paint this time then. Maybe it's just luck. I'm going to try it different. Hang fire. We're not done yet because this is going to drive me crazy now that it's worked. It's worked on the paper kit paper, definitely, twice. I'm not going to use that black anymore because I've got a funny feeling that it could be that. I'm going to stick with the purple. Is anybody else finding this interesting? Or am I just like a crazy person sat in our kitchen mumbling about paint? And what works and what doesn't? Making a mess. Look at that bit there. Get rubbed in. Instead of leaving a splodge. Right, so I am going to get the White Rabbit. There he is there. I want to stick his head on. So I can kind of see through. Are you loving it? That's good. I'm pleased because I thought I maybe just sounded like an absolute crazy person in the kitchen. Mumbling about what works and what doesn't and everything else. But I suppose me doing this means that you could know. Yeah, it's very real. There's no airs and graces here. If it goes wrong, I really don't mind. No, again. And this isn't the paper kit paper. Yeah, I'm definitely puzzled now. What I'm going to do is I'll make an effort to try and go to the pound shop this weekend and I will get as many different printer papers as possible. I do have some upstairs, a few different ones. I know I don't have any glossy photo paper, but I do have matte photo paper, so we will try that. But so far, it's worked with the paper kit paper, and I've just been stuffing them all to one side, so I don't even know what's... And that one kind of did work, which was that one, and that was the black, so it can't be that. And I love that print, the Ghost of Alice behind it, so it did kind of work on that. What I'll do is I'll get loads of little samples of paper. I'll write on the back what they are, what make they are, and we will do swatches. I'll use the little jelly plate. I'll find a bigger brayer. I'll go through the box, and then one day next week, if I can get everything together, or as soon as I get everything together, I'm not going to make a promise because I can't get out all the time to the shops because there's no pound shop close to us. we'll call this a fail or a half a fail. And then what I'll do is, because I can just round the little shop around the corner, it's like 2 seconds away. They've got a photocopier. I'll get some photocopies done down there. I will find a glossy magazine. I'm sure somebody I know will have one. And we will experiment, and we will find a way to do this because I just, maybe I'm just not meant to do it. I do not know why I can't. And so many other people seem to get perfect results time after time. Do check Birgit out though. She is absolutely utterly amazing. Kate Crane, she's amazing on the jelly plate as well. I don't even know if she still does, you know. I feel like I'm all out of touch. But yeah, check those people out. I might just have to stick with pretty patterns on the jelly plate. We will see, but I am determined to find out. So what I'll do is I will get, please can you show your spot for our bike? Oh, thank you, lovely. Yes, do thumbs up and subscribe, because I'm really trying to grow YouTube, and it's like hell on earth trying to grow it. Also on Facebook as well, like the page, and Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts Facebook page. Yes, I am going to love you and leave you on that. I'm annoyed a little bit. No, not really. It's been fun. I like experimenting, and it's just a problem to solve. So there we go. Yes, I'm going to go. I'm going to write a list of what I need. Do check out the website if you've got 5 minutes. There's molds, there's UV resin on there, there is necklaces, there's snails, there's a rainbow snail back on there. If anybody's after them. The snails have gone crazy. Watch out for the hedgehog. I will be showing that soon. And yes, have a lovely couple of days. I will be back on Thursday at 7 p.m. And we might paint a plant pot. I got some, this is where I was yesterday. I was getting Venus flytraps. Because every year I stick that sticky fly paper up, and every year it ends up in my hair. Don't ask how, it is me. So I'm hoping these the fly traps are gonna keep the flies away. Out of the sitting room at least. So we're gonna paint the plant pots for them. I have got the special soil. I am determined. They will survive. They will eat all the flies, and I will be fly free with no fly sticky stuff in my hair. Yes, lots of love. Thank you for keeping us company, and I will see you Thursday. Bye for now.